Okay, today we have a perfect example of a very dirty coil. Let's see if we can get a good glimpse of this. This coil is completely clogged. This will show an example of the before and after effects of a dirty coil. So we will start this one up to show you what our temperatures and pressures are, and then we'll clean the coil and then show you the after effects, how much of a difference it makes. Okay, so we've got, these are our current pressures, 51 on our suction, 207 on our head. And as you can see, our head is high, much higher than it should be at this current time. If that suction was the actual suction. So we are going to clean the coils, and you'll watch both the suction increase and the head decrease. And we'll get started on that in a second. Okay, so we're going to be cleaning the coils with our coil cleaner. You'll be able to see the grime just come right off. Okay, so we've cleaned the coils as best we can. We do not have a water hose. If I had a water hose here, we'd be a million times better off. But in every situation, you have to do the best that you can. We use a biodegradable, non-acid coil cleaner, which is safe to be left on as long as it's in its diluted state. In its diluted state, then we can leave the coil cleaner on and it won't damage the coils. So now we're going to start it up and show you the difference that cleaning the coils has made. Okay, so as you can see, it's dropped our head pressure, and we're going to let this stabilize here for a minute. Definitely dramatically dropped our head pressure and showing us that we are low on refrigerant. And so now we will show you how to properly charge the unit. Okay, so we've determined that we are low, and so now we are going to go check for our wet bulb. And I usually use a chart, and I've done it for such a long time and normally do the calculations in my head, but for a lot of people use the HVAC guide, which is a very good tool for most technicians to be able to properly determine the correct superheat based on wet bulb and outdoor dry bulb. So let me get the wet bulb, and I'll show that here in a second. Okay, so we got our field guide. Just show people the usefulness of this. I already knew what it was. It was saying, I was guesstimating 15 to 20 for my superheat based on my wet bulb and dry bulb, but this is saying 17.5. So yeah, this is useful, although I don't use it that often. Okay, so next we are going to weigh our can. 36 pounds, 11 ounces. Today we're using recycled as the customer's choice. And we're going to start adding until we get the proper superheat. Okay, so we've added a little bit of refrigerant to it. You can see our temperature and pressure have changed. 75 suction, 240 head. Evaporator temperature is 43 degrees, and we have used about 1 pound of refrigerant. Now, a lot of technicians would have not cleaned the coil, added refrigerant, and then they would have been grossly overcharged and very inefficient based on our previous temperatures and pressures. But now the system will work beautifully and efficiently, and If you have any comments, please leave them, and be sure to like and subscribe.